When you want something real, there's no reason to compromise. And when that something is a cocktail, there's new Cape Line sparkling cocktails. They're made with nothing artificial, only 6 simple ingredients, and come in easy to pack, easy to enjoy anywhere cans. Don't let the slim can fool you, though. These sparkling cocktails offer big flavor no matter where you are in the variety pack. Hard strawberry lemonade, margarita, or blackberry mojito. You will not find a single sip of taste bud boredom. Follow Cape Line on Facebook and Instagram and discover the most delicious way to get real. Welcome to Cape Line. Celebrate responsibly. 2019 Cape Line Beverages, Memphis, Tennessee. And now let's batch. Welcome to Bachelor Party. I'm Juliette Littman. This is the B-side. We're talking paradise. I am joined by one of the co-hosts of Tea Time, Miss Amelia Wedmeyer. Hi, Amelia.
Hi, Juliette.
Amelia, you are one of the voices behind the @BachelorPartyPod Twitter account, which I have to say has been getting a lot of notoriety and acclaim, deservedly so.
Thank you.
Great job by you.
Yes, well, and Dylan Berkey, him and I work very closely together. We share an office now, so it's been a lot of fun, and people from Bachelor Nation have been so supportive, and like Ben follows us now, and like Nicole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Oh, cool. That's very exciting. We are going to talk primarily about Demi, a little bit about the next Bachelor. But before we do that, I just want to do a Tyler update because Andrew and I talked about Tyler on Monday. Mm-hmm. And A, I have a personal update. And B, I want to talk about just the latest in his celebrity meteoric rise. Personal update, Tyler no longer ghosting me. Tyler, love you. Thank you for texting me. Great guy. So there's that. Second of all, Tyler, certainly not going to be the Bachelor because he is still dating Gigi Hadid. Yeah. They've gone out to dinner with friends, including at Matt James 919 and fucking Serena Williams, one of the most famous, most successful, best living humans we have. I cannot believe it. Amelia, what was your reaction to Tyler hanging out with Serena Williams, who's like probably one of the best living athletes, maybe one of the best athletes ever. I'm not even going to put a gender qualifier on that.
Yeah, no, I was speechless. I am a huge Serena Williams fan. I'm not like super into tennis, but I'm like into her and I want her to like, break all the records, and she's so awesome. And I'm just like, oh my God, it was incredible. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for Bachelor Nation. It's just very like, this feels like some kind of like, hey, we're here, finally. And people should accept that Bachelor Nation is a big deal, okay? Thank you.
I know, it's like Bachelor celebrities, you can't get rid of them. They're legit now. Gigi Hadid is like legitimizing them. But one thing I've been thinking a lot about is she's like a friend of reality TV and formerly on reality TV herself, which I feel like is kind of overlooked. But when Yolanda was on The Real Housewives, like Gigi was all over it. That was not like random.
Oh, no. I mean, like we got the iconic moment when Gigi had like a going away birthday party for college or something. And Yolanda was like, here's the piece of cake. And it was literally the size of an almond.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
Have you ever Googled Yolanda when she was in her heyday as a model?
Yes, I have actually.
She was gorgeous. Yeah. I can't imagine growing up under like with that hanging over you.
Sure. I will say this, though. They kind of like, I think it was Lisa Rinna, and she was like, the 90s supermodels, Naomi, Cindy, Yolanda. And I was like, really? Yolanda?
Yolanda?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
She wasn't on the same level. That's true. And just the thing about Tyler is like, I don't know, this just takes him out of the running for like regular reality TV or like the Bachelor career trajectory. I don't know what happens to him next. I don't know how long this lasts.
Right.
The biggest test for them will be in September because certainly Gigi will be walking in the many fashion weeks, New York, London, Milan, Paris. So she'll be traveling and like, I don't think we can rule out him going with her. Like that could happen.
No. Well, and he's a model too. Maybe we'll see him on the runway. I don't know.
That would be wild if he just, I mean, he's like, today he put up a Lululemon ad. So he's now a Lululemon partner. It would be wild if Tyler became a runway model as a result of his newfound fame. I don't want to say as a result of Gigi, because I think like he could get there on his own.
Sure.
But it's just wild.
It's
I honestly
crazy.
like, I now find that like part of my daily routine is waking up and checking to see if Tyler is like done anything new. What's going on today in Tyler? And yes, maybe I would have done that anyway, but like it's just crazy. He's a legitimate celebrity.
It's wild.
I think he probably likes it. Also, Matt James 919. Do you follow him on Instagram?
No.
Why not?
Oh, is that his friend who's the football player?
Yeah, whose couch he lives on.
Okay, well, maybe I will after this.
Well, he's up to 40,000 followers, and he's literally just a random guy.
Just Tyler's friend.
Yes, and he has 40,000 Instagram followers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It is crazy. He's also really handsome. I hope that this is working out for him, too.
Well, maybe we need to get him on The Bachelorette.
I think that's been, like, discussed. Like, let's make him the Bachelor. I don't know.
I'm so down for that.
We will move on from Tyler in 1 second, but I just want to note the photos of them at La Esquina, which, by the way, was also name dropped in the New York Post this week because that is where Katie Holmes was allegedly overheard talking about her breakup with Jamie Foxx. Big week for La Esquina. I have a hard time believing it's complete coincidence. Anyway, in those photos, Caroline Wozniacki, who is also a tennis player, also one of the Serena Williams' best friends, she's also there, and there is nary a mention of her. It's very sad.
That's crazy.
I know. No one had, like, if you were a tennis fan and you see the photos, you're like, oh, there's Caroline Wozniacki. Yeah. But otherwise, no mention for her.
Wow. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge tennis fan, but I know who she is, and, like, I know her face.
She had a Vogue wedding, for Christ's sake. She's famous.
Oh, no, totally. That's wild that she wasn't even mentioned.
It's stunning, honestly. All right. Any other notes from you on Tyler?
Just go off, Tyler. Live your best life. Happy for you.
You know, I know that this is a joke because I can't stop talking about him, but there's a whole group of people out there who are like mad at Tyler for not being with Hannah. I never felt that way.
Oh my God. No, I think one of the things I tweeted out was like, love Hannah, but like Tyler should not be anyone's second choice, okay? But like, you know what? You pick Jed, and Tyler's free to do whatever he wants. Like, put yourself in that situation. Like, you wouldn't want to be like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll get back with the girl who totally dumped me for some other dude. Like, no.
I know. Totally. Especially when you're as hot as Tyler and living in New York. I'm sure he was crushing it already.
Yeah.
Okay, now we shall move on to Paradise, I swear. All righty. So, biggest news of the week, Demi is dating Kristian, who is a woman. And we touched on this a little bit on Monday. The big happening on Tuesday night's episode is that she basically tells Derek that she still has feelings for Kristian, and then Kristian appears. And I first want to talk about how they introduce Kristian. They do it by Chris Harrison being like, Demi, we've thought about it, and we think the best way for you to figure out what you want is by bringing Kristian to Paradise. And we have brought Kristian to Paradise. And then she's there.
Yeah.
And I don't understand the charade happening here. Like, what's the point of acting like this wasn't like some deeply premeditated thing that like they just found out about? Because at the very beginning of this season, Hannah and Demi talk about Demi dating Kristian and like her having a relationship, which was good. Like, let's get that out in the open early. So like everyone has that information except for Derek, of course. So like, what's the point to you of having Chris Harrison act like he and the producers just came up with this?
To make it, even though it's to anyone who has half a brain, it's like kind of obvious, but I think they just want to make it seem like, oh, wow, this is just spur of the moment thing. Nothing was planned. And like, see, we're just living the Bachelor in Paradise life. And now, oh, Demi likes a woman. Okay, let's bring her on. Like, it's just like, I think to them, they think it's like a much more free-flowing kind of thing. Because it's like, I mean, if they were to outright say, like, this was calculated and planned and blah, 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 then I think people would be like, okay. So this, I mean, the facade, it's very transparent, but I don't know. I think they think it's like, oh, wow, we can trick people. And it's like, no, you can't, but okay.
I know. Like, okay, so that's like a good explanation, I think. That they're trying to act like we all have equal info, I suppose, which is why they also had Demi tell Hannah at the beginning. But I think that, you know, there's been a lot of mixed reaction to how this has gone down. And I think first and foremost, like, you know, awesome for Demi to be honest about who she likes to date and how she's like feeling conflicted. And I think it's really cool to see this happening on a mainstream television show. I mean, that just goes without saying. It almost like to me is like so obvious that it's dope that like, I'm like, yeah, of course. But I do, you know, got to remember that this is not regular for network television. Like there's not a queer or gay dating show that is on network TV that I could also like thinking of forgetting one, but I don't think there is.
No, I think you have to go to like Bravo or Logo.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's often relegated to cable. And so it's a pretty big deal. And that's awesome. And also, and like, shout out for Demi for opening up her life like this. I think it must take a lot of courage and a lot of guts. And I think it is really, really awesome. It's weird to me that like people have been like kind of like attacking her for having a relationship and whatnot. Like all of these people do. Like Derek being so upset. How did that register to you?
I mean, like, I felt bad for him. I think I liked that she was upfront and was like, I'm seeing this girl back home. But, like, she even admitted that she kind of downplayed how serious it was. So I think that was a little, like, okay, I mean, that's a little rude. But, like we can all get over it, And I don't know. I think Derek, I mean, he got, like, the Bachelor edit. And I think they're just like, okay, yeah, cry, Derek. We love it. Like Chris Harrison said, more crying than ever before. And I'm like, yes, but also, like, calm down, Derek. Like, you're on a beach.
Do you want to see Derek as the Bachelor?
No.
Me neither. I really don't. It would be, like, such a downgrade after the last few years. Yes. And I didn't even like Colton. But, like, Derek would be, like, it would be, like, I don't know. All I would be able to do is make jokes about how Derek is, like, the poor man's Bachelor or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Truly. Well, and it's like... The last time he was on this show, like, he just doesn't have the best track record either. And
the relationship with Taylor is a real again. The relationship with Taylor is a real bad part of his record. I don't know if I can get past that. It's tough.
Well, and did you know that he dated Stephanie Pratt?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
What?
Spencer Pratt's younger sister, Stephanie Pratt, dated Derek. I learned this the other day, I think.
Derek also hosts the Bachelor podcast, which like that would be like if I went on the Bachelor, which would be like completely inappropriate. I feel like people who become Bachelor professionals can't go on the show.
Oh no, I agree. I
just have no interest in him.
No, neither do I. He's just like there and like, okay, thank you for being like a nice person and accepting Demi and whatnot, but it's just like I know
we've had enough of you.
Seriously,
I was shocked to find out Derek's height. How tall do you think he is?
Oh, 5. Well, 6 feet even.
Oh my God, that was more than I would have given him. He's listed at 6'3", so I think we can assume he's 6'1".
Wow, yeah,
6'1.5" or 6'2".
But real.
I was shocked by that. Almost as shocked as finding out Connor from Hannah's season was 6'6". Like he just, I don't know. He just doesn't have 6'3" guy energy to me. Like Tyler's not even 6'3". I don't know. Like I'm so rude about people's height, but I just was shocked. I would never have guessed that.
Yeah. Well, didn't he play like college baseball or something?
Yeah, I think he did. He just, when I see his face, all I can see is Real World John Krasinski.
Oh my God, you're so right. Oh wow.
He looks so much like him. It's distracting.
That is wow, like a swarthier version.
Yeah. Yeah. Like wider face kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Wow.
I don't know. There's just now all these cries for Derek to be the Bachelor, and I don't see it. Like I'm just fundamentally not that interested in him.
Well, no, and also, and we've been doing like those video things on our Twitter page or whatever.
Explain them a little bit more.
Okay, sorry. So Dylan and I were like, well, let's because people are confused, obviously, with the whole Kaylin, Blake, and Christina thing, and they liked the little explainer that Dylan put together of like this person
of
hooked up with this person. Yeah. And so we decided to do it in video form because like obviously this is a TV show and it'd just be kind of fun to do that. And also I'm kind of opinionated. So pretty much it's just like explaining things with like the intention of showing video of the people.
It's like a Bachelor video explainer each week for the drama and the gossip.
Right, exactly. And because, Bachelor Nation is now not only on TV. Yeah, it's full time. Like, and Twitter and Instagram, it goes down everywhere.
It's like the NBA. There's no off season.
Exactly, yeah. So we briefly talked about that today.
Check it out on our Twitter feed, @BachelorPartyPod.
Thank you, yes. But it's just like, he is so...
I find him disingenuous. I do think that probably in the moment he was upset about Demi because, like, it sucks to get dumped no matter what.
Yeah.
But I found his tears to be, like, over the top in some way.
Well, right.
And that's the thing that kind of sucks about this Demi moment is that she's doing something pretty trailblazing and pretty significant and awesome. And I really don't want to take away from that. I think it is, like, it's significant to have this relationship on The Bachelor, which is such a heteronormative, like, in some ways retrograde space. But that said, the show itself has, like, undercut it a little bit by having Kristian come in such, like, an obvious way, which they try to make seem natural.
Right.
Like, their attempts to make it seem supernatural, excuse the unintentional pun, their attempts to make it seem organic have really undercut, like, the value of having this relationship on the show. And that's not to say they shouldn't have done it, and I don't support it. I wholeheartedly do. Mm-hmm. I just wish there was a different way to integrate Demi's relationship, or to, like, maybe have brought her and Kristian in at the same time, something like that, so that it felt more authentic and real. Because I think that Demi's struggle to come out as bisexual, or, you know, I actually really don't even want to put a label on it because I don't think she does.
Yeah.
But, you know, to come out as just queer is really cool and, like, significant.
Totally.
And I think that is also the most genuine thing we saw, particularly because, like, you know, she wasn't wearing makeup. It didn't seem like she had staged, like, any kind of formal announcement. Like, it really seemed like her. But then the show, by making Chris Harrison seem like some, like, thoughtful dude who, I'm not saying he's not a thoughtful dude, but, like, as if he, like, went back to his room and was like, hey guys, what do we do here to make this better for Demi? Like, that undercuts it. And that's annoying to me.
No, I agree. And I think what I enjoyed most from Demi's whole experience was her in the moment when she talked about, like, how she's had to deal with, like, you know, people being horrible to her entire life, and, like, that raw emotion is what I wanted more of, and just like let's explore that before anything else, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Like, let's make it more about Demi and less about, like, her and Kristian. Although, you know, there's a lot of power to seeing them together and, like, making out on TV. I was excited about it. It was cool, and also was different. And also, like, quite frankly, the rest of the season, super boring.
Totally. Oh, my God. Well, now everyone's, like, coupled off, so.
I know. Too many couples, and we're relying too much on Christina for drama. I actually want to talk about her, and we shall. But first, let's talk about Cape Line. A beachside bartender is great and all, looking at you, Wells, but with new Cape Line sparkling cocktails, you hold the power to enjoy a delicious, bubbly refreshment at any time you please. Hard strawberry lemonade, margarita, and blackberry mojito flavors taste mixologist level good, but they will require literally nothing to prepare. Pop open a can and pull up a chair and savor each sip made with 6 simple ingredients and nothing artificial. I'm thinking of going to the beach this weekend. Do you know what would pair perfectly with going to the beach? A hard strawberry lemonade. I might just pick one up on my way. If you want to do the same, just hit your local store to get some. Follow Cape Line on Facebook and Instagram and turn any day into a day at the beach. Don't forget to tag them. Welcome to Cape Line. Celebrate responsibly. 2019 Cape Line Beverages, Memphis, Tennessee. Another issue with this season, Amelia, is just way too much Christina, who I, like, really gave the benefit of the doubt when she was in the love triangle with Dean a few years ago. But now I just, like, cannot stand her. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's weird.
Her trying to explain what she wants from Blake and what she's doing with him is, like, extremely confusing to me. What do you think she does want from Dean? Or, excuse me, from Blake?
Well, that's a great question, because it seems like, well, she's been presenting it as, like, I want a friendship rose so I can stay and see all the other guys who come down. But at the same time, it kind of seems like she has maybe a little bit, like, stronger feelings for Blake than she's willing to admit.
Yeah, she's in a river and it's called denial.
Exactly. And I like her, and it's just hard because I just wish she would be more honest about Blake, because I feel like there's really something that, like, we're not getting.
Yeah, there's got to be something with her and Blake that we don't know. I thought when he explained to Caitlin, like, his whole drama, it was just so funny, like, hearing him break it down fully. But obviously we're missing something. I got to get someone from this cast on this pod to find out, like, what are we not seeing? Because the ways in which there's so many things I don't get. First of all, everyone seems to be friends with Kaylin, like all of the girls from Colton season.
Yeah. What is up with that?
Call me a bitch, but I wouldn't like take her back that easily.
No, totally not.
Honestly, I really don't get it. Like, why is everyone just like cool with her now? Did something happen that we don't know about?
I have I don't, maybe people are just like, let's
nicer
be,
than me?
Yeah, no, but no, I totally agree with you. Maybe they're just like, okay, whatever, like, she's known to be dramatic, so like, let's, and because she got that whole drama with like Hannah B on Colton season, which was like really crazy. And now
there were really clear lines drawn on Colton season.
Yes.
And Kaylin was like everyone's enemy, basically, except for like Cassie. Right. And I don't understand why like Sydney and Nicole and Katie are all just like cool with her. And like that's that. I don't get it.
Well, it's so weird too, because like she is buddy with like Tayshia now too. And they have like a intense conversation on Colton season. So it's just like, okay. It's weird. It's really weird.
I hold grudges, so I don't get it.
No, I mean, well, and also it's like, let's like remember her history and everything, like the whole Hannah B situation, and then this Blake thing where it's like, I'm sorry, but you did lie. Like, it's just
also she was hanging out at the bar with Blake, and I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know.
It was so weird. I totally don't get it. I wish I could teach some of these people how to hate a little bit better.
Me too.
I'm just like, guys, this is how you hold a grudge, and this is how you drag it out for the cameras. I totally don't get it. And again, like, it just seems like even on social media, like, everyone seems fine with each other now. And I honestly am like very, very confused.
It's so weird. And then they throw in freaking Caitlyn, who I think kind of looks like Kaylin.
Yes, a lot of people have been saying that. They do look alike. Caitlyn self-exited, or she like left mid-date on Colton season, right?
He walked her out. He was like, yeah, you're leaving.
I don't remember why, though. Do you?
Well, do you remember he was like talking about like what would we do if we were as a couple or something? And she was like, well, we would hang out with my friends. Like, I love hanging out with my friends. It was just like, oh my God, this woman. Okay. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to see you out.
I kind of liked her when she was fighting with Christina. I was like, you go, girl.
I love the drama aspect, but I cannot believe she pulled the whole women should respect other women.
Yeah, that was tough to see because she had like shortly before that called someone a huge bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
So, not cool, girlfriend. But again, like, relying on her for the drama is just not what I was not what I was hoping for in Paradise. But this happens by the end of week 3 every time of Paradise. Like, people couple up and it just becomes inexplicable why they're even still there. My crusade is to get rid of the couples. Once you make a choice, you gotta go.
I want you off the freaking beach. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, you're happy
more
now.
People a chance.
Right,
yes,
exactly. It's actually really annoying.
I completely agree. And like, Hannah didn't even speak this episode because she's just like in the pool with Dylan the entire time.
Oh, get them off the beach. I don't want to see them make out. Like, bye.
Me neither.
Oh my God.
Spoilers, people say they're still together. Sorry if you guys didn't know that. But whatever.
I don't care.
Super out there, I think. And
yeah.
So yeah, you should go. Once you've coupled up, you're out. And like Dean and Kaylin, same thing. Please leave.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's boring now. It's like, I didn't tune in to Bachelor in Paradise for 4 hours of people making out on those day beds.
I know. Meanwhile, the other drama taking place online. Yesterday, a fight broke out between Clay Harbor and Nick Viall. Did you catch this?
No.
Yes. It was really good. Nick really like hit him with some good stuff. So basically, Nick, I would say he came up in this one. Nick was tweeting about how Demi, and he said that he thought Demi and Kristian was the only genuine connection that had happened on the beach. And Clay took offense to that. I guess, he's trying to insist that him and Nicole is totally genuine and everything. And Nick was just responded like, that's just not about you. And Clay went after him saying, didn't this guy go on the show like 7 times and come up empty? So it went back and forth quite a few times until ultimately Nick tweeted, still not about you, but since you insist on continuing these oddly defensive tweets, now I'm just going to have fun. And he tweeted an article, 15 top coaches who couldn't cut it as athletes, because Clay Harbor, not tried to be in the NFL and didn't work out. So Nick, shouts to you. That's a good burn, man.
That is a good. He took a page out of Annalise's book.
Yes, exactly. I love it.
Damn.
It's a sick burn.
It is.
I like it. From friend of the podcast, Nick Vial. Good for him. Really impressive. So it's not only Chad causing problems on Twitter for people.
Oh my God.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Chad reemerging this summer is probably my favorite development in Bachelor Nation.
Really?
Yes. I fucking love it. It's so weird and like bizarre. And I just absolutely love it.
You know what? Yeah. Why not?
And it's like so small stakes. He's obviously a jerk. He's like almost always in the wrong. There's no question.
Right.
I'm just like, this is great, man. Thank you for this unbelievable candor. And
That
just
is true.
like hilarity.
Yeah, and he knows
know.
like he's the villain. He plays into it and people buy into it. And it's just like, okay, cool. Great. I love it. Why not?
Last topic of the day. How have you felt about Mike in Paradise?
Oh my God. For a second, I had to think about who Mike was.
Okay, so I feel like if I don't mention Mike in the running for Bachelor, people get mad at me. But what has Mike done to make us think he'd be a compelling Bachelor? Like Derek seems like a more compelling candidate than Mike, and I'm sorry, but it's true.
Mike is just like, he's very handsome.
Great smile,
great eyebrows.
Yes, but well groomed.
But
like, that's kind of it. I mean, it would be awesome to have our first Black Bachelor.
Sure.
But I think Mike would be like really boring television.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The person who would be the best from this season of Paradise, in my opinion, is Dean. He's like somehow become a good talker. All that podcast experience.
Oh my God, yeah. And all the jokes he plays on Kaylin, or I'm like, okay, that, you know whatever. I like it.
Yeah. He's become like a good talker. He's become interesting.
Yeah.
It'd also be funny to have like a hippie Bachelor who like, he's like, I just looking for a woman to live in my van with me. Like that would be hilarious.
Oh my, I would love that. And not to like, because his situation with his family is like sad, but I would love to see more of that family and have the women interact with them. Yeah, like that would be, wow, great TV.
I know. Out of the Paradise crew, he's my pick.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Actually, though, I was also thinking about this with my friend. I want like a Annalise versus Taco Jane Bachelorette.
Oh my God. I hate both of them. I really do. I really, really do. Amelia, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I will be back on Monday after Paradise. As always, now we're back, and I will speak with you all then. Don't forget to pop open a Cape Line.